Have you guys ever been on the internet before?
America Online, a new way to use your computer to communicate, have fun, and get instant news and information.
Of course you have. You're probably posting there right now, about to leave me the best comment you ever left telling me, yeah, you suck. Guitar players, you can be a very toxic bunch. And like every crowd in the world, you all have an opinion. Like one of the commenters on my channel, you're all a critic. And I'm being a critic right now too. I'm gonna be a critic of these people. And we're gonna break down some of their posts and some of their crap that they write. Keep in mind, guys, that just because you see something on Facebook doesn't mean you need to comment on it. It's like, this is what some people have to teach their parents. The parents that told them, don't believe everything you read on the internet, and they believe everything they read on the internet. Well, today we're gonna go through the guitar aspect of this. I don't have a lot of posts. I'm gonna say this, I'm very blessed to have positive people around my channel and my Instagrams and whatnot, okay? And be positive to the other people. But today we're gonna look at some of these other things of misinformation and just kind of crappy comments. We're gonna break them down. Let's go. Pro tip, instead of buying a capo, just learn bar chords. Learning bar chords is good, I agree. But do you know what a capo actually does? I have one on my desk. This guy hates me right now if he comes across this. It's like, unless you're like, you know, Jacob on the Trailer Park Boys, and you got, you know, that skin stretched over it's like a long, elongated alien frame.
With the translucent skin stretched over an alien frame, it's Trevor, the elongated skeleton.
You have fingers like this long, which he doesn't. And you're a contortionist, sure, maybe it'll work. If you also have, you know, 10 fingers on one hand, that also would help a lot. I don't think Buddy knows what he's doing. I think this is a misinformation post. I think he's just trolling is what I really mean. If not, Buddy, just shut up. The irony of this one's great because he complains about people on the internet while he posts his crappy opinion on the internet. At my age, I have far more stage time than studio time. There's nothing wrong with studio time. Studio time is freaking brutal. You can make mistakes live, but in studio, not so much. How many still hit the stage? I don't hit the stage. It would hurt my hand. And not making videos in their bedroom. Hey, I make videos in my basement, okay? It's not even my mom's basement. It's my basement. So this is definitely an older guy, 100%. And he just thinks, oh, I hate the internet age. Why he's on the internet. Congratulations. Still never heard of you. Yeah, I haven't heard of me either. So it's fair enough. And I mostly do videos in my basement. I like this comment though, the next one. We gotta break this one down a little bit. Honestly, nowadays, you're probably better off making videos in your bedroom. Yes, this guy knows where the audience is. It's on the internet. Assuming you're attractive physically and have a decent setup. Attractive like me, exactly. And I'm possibly the most attractive player on the internet. All right, and have a decent setup. I do have a decent setup. He says songs, 30-second long attention grabbing content that feeds the algorithm. That is so true. I struggle to be within 30 seconds. Everything I do is a long video. Everything. Assuming you're attractive physically, I hate to say it, but he's completely correct on that one. It's very sad to say this, but it's kind of true. Humans are a visual species. Some people are great. You don't need to go around commenting perverted comments on people's videos, by the way, guys. I don't think I have anything like that for this video, but you don't need to do it, so don't do it. But a decent setup helps. I know somebody who didn't have a decent setup when they were doing these videos. They did all the camera audio stuff, and they were a phenomenal player. His name was Eating Cave Evan. I wish he still posted because he was amazing. I do like this part here. Depends. I'd rather stay in and work on myself, practice, write demo plan, than lug gear and play purposeless gigs for friends and drunks. I really don't have time for either as I'm holed up prepping. Bingo, buddy, stage time. Nobody cares about your crappy cover band, okay? Playing at the bars, they're there to drink and dance around. They don't give a crap about you and your friggin' gear and how well you play it. They just want to feel a beat. Most people just want to feel something. They don't care. The only people care are guitar players, but it's 100% true. There's very few cover bands out there people go just to see you. Guys, keep posting on the internet because that's where things are. Whoever posted the original post is a dinosaur. Clapton is years ahead of Hendrix. Nothing's ever changed. I kind of find this one funny. Yeah, I'm sure he's years ahead. He might have been. But we're always still stuck on like the bait articles, and this one is no different. This looks like it's from 67, which is quite entertaining. I'm not going to get into reading it, but still pretty funny. Pre-internet, still the same garbage. We have a picture of Dave Mustaine. I love seeing these old photos of bands, right? Of Dave and different bands when they were kind of like, you know, up and coming. They were younger dudes, you know, just paying their dues, you know, and moving those cabs around and whatnot. This looks like he was playing for Metallica at the time. He's wearing a Metallica shirt. I don't think you're going to see that anymore. Just saying. Here's the favorite comment of this one. Instagram bedroom guitar players will never know the struggle. Just because somebody posts on Instagram doesn't mean they don't move a 4x12 around. Doesn't mean they don't play gigs. And why would you even haul a 4x12 to a gig anymore? You don't have to. It's like the technology's surpassed this, guys. People always have to have their 2 cents. I bet this guy doesn't even play a gig. I bet he plays, and if he does, he's in the band with the other guy earlier in the video. Oh man, I don't even think I can read all this. Hey legends, my name is Sai, and I'm out to change the way we musicians, artists, and creatives think and feel about purity and creation, of how our socially inflicted limited beliefs stop us from living a life of abundance while expressing the purity inside ourselves. Coming on the back of being a music graduate and having set up my own music production firm, I was heartbroken to see how what I had dreamed up as my ideal tracks and creations were looked at from a cookie cutter perspective from the music labels and world around me, and blibbity blah 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 blah. Write art in the comments if you want to know more. The comments are probably way better. That post, buddy, like nobody cares. Don't post this crap, people. No one reads it. They don't have the attention span. I don't have the attention span. I'm ruined by reels. I'm ruined, and I'm not even like a teenager. I'm completely wrecked. I ain't reading all that shit. No one is either. Just post videos of you playing, bro. I know I got about 2 paragraphs into it further than me. You and 10 million other musicians. The arts are industry. Artists are just a source of the product. As such, they are exploited by business, just the same as the source of any other product material. That is reality. You won't change it. Fart. Scam. Avoid this BS at all costs. Shut up and play your guitar. Legends is Leon's things. Don't be a thief. This reads like a scam waiting to happen. Yeah, there used to be this like weird little like Steve Vai knockoff dude that used to post in these groups, and man, he was a weird one. I don't know how to describe it, but he was freaking weird. Stevie Ray Vaughan, circa 1985. And remember Guitar World? They used to always post these in the back, and I thought they were cool, of the rigs, because people didn't have like, you know, a laptop rig. They had all this like really cool stuff, and I always thought it was really cool. I loved these. Anyway, but who cares about what he's playing? You're not SRV. He probably has like 13 gauge strings on it, and E standard. I think he played an E flat, but look, Mom, no multi-effects unit. Oh man, I bet a lot of those guys, if they were born a little bit later or lived in this era, I bet they would be using stuff like a Helix or an Axe FX or a Kemper or something like that too. Everybody likes to go on, well, everybody their vintage gear, Jimmy didn't have this, and Eric Clapton didn't have this, and blah blah blah. Yeah, because the modern technology at the time was, you know, these pedals. I can't say there's anything wrong with tube amps, pedals, and stuff. It is super cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie and pretend that, oh yeah, digital's better. But I mean, from a cost perspective and moving things around, like earlier, moving the 4x12, Dave and them had to do it. These days, you can plug it into a PA. Like, why not? And they do that now too. You ever see Megadeth live? Their stage is the cleanest thing in the world. One more for this one. The Gibson Les Paul. I have a whole group, and it's full of blues lawyers, I'm sure, and critics and haters and just Gibson wankers, you know? Okay, it's Taylor Swift. If you don't know who Taylor Swift is, you're living under a rock. Anyway, it's a nice guitar. Staff says, they say love her or hate her. I'm not getting involved in that discussion. What I'm saying is if Gibson ever did a TS signature model and it was this one, I'd be on the list. Zoom in on that sparkle finish. 2 beauties for sure. Anyway, it's a cool guitar. I wouldn't buy it myself, but I'm sure if they made one, it would sell and it would cost an arm and a leg, and just you couldn't afford it. But the comments are always great. Basic D chord, she knows C, D, and G. Best marketing people behind her since the Eagles. Since sweet, kind person, but nowhere close to the talents like Lady Gaga. Her fans are teeny boppers, 18 to 40. I guess 40 is a teeny bopper. This guy must be like 70. Following her are the immature ones. Folks. That, like I said, this guitar would sell. I don't think Taylor is less or more talented than Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is super talented. I think Taylor has got something going on there, even if the music's mid. But yeah, I mean, it's C, G, and D. That's what most songs are based on. Most songs. I want you guys to think about this, like just before I end this video. Think about the music you listen to, not the music you always wish you could play. Think about the music you listen to. How much of that music, a good chunk of it, this is not going to be for everybody, but a good chunk of it is very vocal driven, super catchy music. And you find out none of it's that technical, and it's just 3 chords, probably in 4/4. And it's easy to be like, yeah, oh, they only know this, whatever. I've heard these things before. They only play 3 chords, and their hands don't move, and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes by people who aren't even guitarists. It's called songwriting. It's about vocals. Nobody cares. And they're like, oh, they can't play like they can in the 70s and blah, blah, blah. It's like, cool. Well, let me tell you something about listening to some of that Yes music. It was terrible. They were amazing musicians. They wrote almost all totally terrible music. You couldn't listen to it. Some people like it, but just my opinion. Okay? They only play C, G, and D, but they're super popular. Someone's got to take them on. Hey, Machine Gun Kelly, perfect example. Plays, a kind of basic pop punk. Schecter makes him a razor blade guitar, And the whole reason they do that is because it sells. And it gets attention. MGK is the master of getting attention, okay? All right. Those are my cringe comments. Hate on me, I guess. I don't know. These are just my opinions. Just my video. Guys, you don't have to comment on everything you come across on the internet. All right? Have an awesome rest of your day. Stay positive. Some of you... I'm sure if you're negative, you've already left this video. Okay? I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.